Cognizant to the needs of our learners, parents, and teachers, the Department of Education provided us with powerful tools for productivity that will allow us to foster critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, communication and collaboration skills to be compassionate, responsible global citizens. Join us and discover new ideas in our series of professional development training program with the ICTS Edtech Unit and Microsoft Education Philippines. Together, we will equip our learners and empower our fellow educators for a dynamic future. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICTS Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Hello, magandang hapon sa lahat ng nanonood ng ating ETUlay online tutorial. Once again, I am Tutor Kat para sa subject na Media and Information Literacy. So we are now on quarter 3, week 6. Okay, so ready na ba kayo? So lahat ng nanonood ng ating live, you may participate by typing in our comment section. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so tayo ngayon ay nasa week 6 na ng ating module sa Media and Information Literacy, and our topic is legal, ethical, and societal issues in media and information. So once again, ang ating pong module ay downloaded mula sa DepEd Commons, gawa ng Region 4A Calabarzon. Yan po ay ADM module. So, ang ating pong time slot ay every 4:40 to 5:20 p.m. every Monday, and naka-live tayo sa mga sumusunod na Facebook page and YouTube channel. So, let's begin with our objectives. So, at the end of our session, you will be able to cite practical situation when to apply knowledge in intellectual property, copyright, and fair use guidelines. Okay, so later malalaman nyo kung ano yung mga terms na yan, the intellectual property right, copyright, and fair use, ano yung kanilang mga meaning. Next is we will evaluate a case study or presentation on an offense, investigation, and decision on any of the issues in media and information within your community. And last objective, you will create a campaign ad to combat digital divide, addiction, bullying, and other issues. Okay, but before that, let us have our review. So last week, our topic was about media codes and media conventions. So let us answer this question. And again, you may participate by typing in the comment section. So shout out sa lahat ng nanonood ng ating live. Magandang hapon, Bevs Ibay. Gabriel De Vera from Santa Maria High School, Macabebe, Pampanga. Yan, magandang hapon sa inyo. Jasmine Manalo from Santa Maria High School, Macabebe, Pampanga also. And Joshua Flores, John Madriaga Galupo, Vicky Pilandas, watching from KCPES, Kidapawan City. Yan, magandang hapon. Angelica Sunga. Ayan. So let us answer the first review question. So this refers to a class or category of artistic endeavor having a particular form, content, technique, or the like. So is it media codes, A, letter B, media convention, or letter C, genre? Sige nga po, I'm looking at the comment section. So anong answer sa ating number 1? It refers to a class or category of artistic endeavor having a particular form, content, technique, or the like. So the answer for this question is letter C. I'm referring to genre. Number 2, this kind of code is often seen on printed media, especially on headlines, oral, technical, or written code. What is the answer for this question? This is a kind of code that is often seen on print media like newspaper, books, magazines, posters, especially on headlines. The answer for number 2 is letter C. Yan, tama ka. John Galupo, si Francine Divina. Thank you for participating. Okay, number 3. What is your answer? So it refers to time and place of the narrative. The setting, this describes where the story or a specific scene took place. Ayan, nabanggit na pala yung sagot. So number 3, what is the answer? Tumutukoy ito sa lugar, a place of the narrative, the time. The answer for this is letter A, setting. Number 4, this color symbolizes, so what color is this? So ito ay different shades of green. Okay? So ginagamit to sa mga media to symbolize what? Okay? Is it letter A, stability, trust, and health? Letter B, safety, healing, and money? Letter C, happiness or intellect? Okay, sabi ni John Galupo, letter A daw. Yan, letter A. Joshua Flores, letter A. Are you sure? Yan, magandang hapon kay Sindres Pisho. James Kirby, your answer is letter B and you are correct. So, ang green symbolizes safety, healing, and money. Okay, for our last question para sa ating review, this refers to the accepted ways of using media codes. These are closely connected to what the audience expects from media. Okay, is it media code, letter A, media convention, letter B, or letter C, genre? Okay, so let us wait for your answer. So what's your answer for number 5? These are closely connected to what the audience expects from media. So ano yung tawag dito? If your answer is letter B, you are correct. That is media convention. Okay, thank you po for participating sa ating review. So last week, ito yung dinefine natin. So meron tayong tatlong klase ng media codes. We have symbolic codes, technical code, and written code. We also discussed last week about the symbolic codes. We have the setting, the mise-en-scene, acting, and color. And also, we discussed the different types of technical codes. We have camera work, editing, lighting, and audio. And when it comes to media convention, we only have 3 types. We have form convention, story convention, and genre convention. So let us now proceed with our topic today. But before that, let me ask you this question. Okay? You may type in your answer sa ating comment section. How many Facebook friends do you have? Okay, ako nasa 2,000 plus na yata yung aking Facebook friends or nasa 3,000 I think. Okay, kayo, ilan na? Sige nga, type in the comment section. Okay. Let's see. Ayan, late daw yung comment ni Joshua. Letter A daw is sa 3. Okay. How many Facebook friends do you have? Or are you still using Facebook? Or nasa Instagram na kayo or Twitter? Sabi ni John, 100 lang daw ang kanyang Facebook friends. What about yung iba nating nanonood sa online? Okay, 100. Okay, now with that 100, kung 1,000 ang inyong friends, 2,000 or 3,000, do you know them all personally? Or just in the cyber world? Inad nyo lang sila kasi by just looking at their profile picture. Or meron kayong common friends. Now, how would you know na kung doon sa 100 friends mo na yon or 1,000, yan sabi ni Jasmine, meron daw siyang 300 friends. Ayan, sabi ni James Kirby, meron daw siyang 400 plus lang po. Okay? Sabi ni Bevs, meron daw siyang 3K plus. Wow, you must be very popular, Bevs. E-buy, 3K plus po. Okay, now, doon sa dami ng friends natin, kilala ba natin sila lahat personally? How do we protect ourselves from people who pretend to be someone? Okay? How do we know yung pinaka-agenda nila for adding us or for adding us as their friend in social media? Okay? With this in mind, di ba? With that, kailangan nating malaman itong mga to, yung topic natin today. Ano nga ba yung mga legal, ethical, and societal issues in media and information? Actually, nag-start ako magbawas, pa isa-isa, dalawa na mga friends na hindi ko talaga kilala personally kasi it's a way of protecting yourself. Kasi, di ba, when we use internet, we are exposing ourselves online. Kasi kahit sino, any nationality, di ba, pwedeng maka-add sa'yo, di ba? Pwede nilang magamit yung mga personal information mo. So you have to be careful on adding people as your friends in your specific social media. Now, ano nga ba pag sinabi nating legal? So, ano yung pag-uusapan natin today? When we say legal, we are talking about the law or mga batas. Now, when I say ethical, we are dealing with the do's and don'ts, the proper way, how do we behave online, and the societal issues, what are the issues that we are facing right now with the availability of the different information technology, okay, like the internet. So let's now proceed. So ito yung mga terms na we're going to deal with the legal. So let's start with the legal issues about media and information. So you're going to know about the intellectual property, copyright, patent, trademark, fair use, and plagiarism. So magkakaparehas ba yung mga yan? Tuwing kailan gagamitan itong salitang to, okay? Ano pinagkaiba ni copyright kay patent, kay trademark, fair use, plagiarism, and the like. Okay, let's start with intellectual property. So ano nga ba pag sinabing intellectual property? Okay? Yan, magandang hapon. Just sa Bailomo 2-3 daw ang kanyang friends. Pag sinabi nating intellectual property, it pertains to the output of a person's intellectual pursuit, such as literary, artistic works, inventions, logos, symbols, and signs, as well as names and images used for commercial purpose or advertisement. So, dito sa intellectual property right, mafo-fall yung tinatawag natin na copyright, patent, and trademark. So, if you are making a literary works, mahilig kang gumawa ng poem, ng kanta, mahilig kang gumawa ng mga mini movie clips or music videos and any creations na gawa mo, sarili mong gawa, you have to apply for intellectual property right. Para masabi mo na sa'yo yun at meron kang right for that output or work. Okay, let's start with copyright. Okay? So, eto, that is the symbol of copyright. Siguro nakikita nyo to sa mga nada-download nyo ng mga videos or pictures and other media. So that is a symbol of copyright. So what is copyright? It refers to the set of rights granted to the author or creator of a work to restrict others' ability to copy, redistribute, and reshape the content. Karapatan mo doon sa gawa mo. So yung copyright, binibigay siya sa mga author or owner ng isang work. So hindi siya pwedeng i-reproduce or gamitin without the permission of the creator itself. So kaya 'di ba minsan kung napapansin nyo, kailangan nyo gumawa ng video. Nag-download ka ng music or video from YouTube and hindi mo napansin na it is protected with copyright. Magugulat ka na lang one time, pinublish mo yung gawa mo, gumamit ka ng copyrighted music or video, merong magsasend sa'yo ng email, yung YouTube, sinasabi niya na gumamit ka ng copyright protected na video or music na ito yung violation na nalabag mo. So, ang tawag sa violation of the copyright is copyright infringement. Okay, so aware po ba tayo dyan? So kapag na-violate natin ang right ng isang owner or author, we are violating ang tawag sa violation na yon ay copyright infringement. It is the use or production of copyright protected material without the permission of the copyright holder. So, yun nga yung binanggit ko kanina, example, basta na lang tayo gumamit, nag-download ng music and video sa YouTube and other media. So, copyright infringement yun. We are bound to copyright infringement. Another example is yung nauso before, di ba? Yung pamimirata ng mga movies, papasok sa mga cinema, diba? May dalang camera, bibidyohan yung bagong labas na movie. You're violating copyright infringement kasi lahat ng movie ay protected with copyright. Also, yung pagkopya ng mga literary works or art works. So, let me give you an example. Dun sa end page usually ng mga libro, dito natin makikita kung sino yung author. Copyright, ayan, yung logo ng copyright, 1971, ito yung pangalan ng gumawa. And yung publishing house. So, with this information, alam natin, kanino tayo dapat magpaalam, mag-ask ng permission if we are going to use their work. Another example is, ayan, sa mga movie. Dito, sino mahilig manood ng Netflix, di ba? Ayan. So, nakagay dyan yung letter C logo 2020, Netflix Worldwide Entertainment, all rights reserved. So, para hindi natin ma-violate ang tinatawag na copyright o copyright infringement, we can use the Creative Commons. So, are you familiar with Creative Commons? Sino na nakapag-try gumamit ng Creative Commons? So, ano nga ba yung Creative Commons or Creative Commons license? It is one of the several public copyright licenses that enable the free distribution of an otherwise copyrighted work. So, yung work ay copyrighted pa rin, pero inaalaw niya yung public to use his or her work. The CC license is used when an author wants to give other people the right to share, use, and build upon a work that the author has created. Okay? So, papakita ko sa inyo later ano yung website ng Creative Commons. Pwede tayo dun mag-download ng mga pictures or other media na pwede natin gamitin sa isa nating output or project. So, meron tayong tinatawag na Creative Commons licenses. Ayan. So, mapapansin nyo yan sa mga mada-download yung picture na tinatawag ng mga Creative Commons. So, merong 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 na terms tayo dapat na maunawaan when using the Creative Commons. Kapag merong ganitong symbol, yan, by others can copy, distribute, perform, remix your work if they credit your name as requested by you. So, for example, nag-download ka ng picture and ito yung nakita mo doon sa pinakailalim. So, ito yung mga pwede mong gawin doon sa dinownload mong media or picture. You can copy, distribute, or play, perform, remix your work if they credit your name as requested by you. So, we always need to give credit doon sa gumawa. Next is no derivative work. So, ito yon, equal sign. Others can only copy, distribute, display, or perform verbatim copies of your work. So, pag sinabi natin verbatim, exactly the same. Okay? So, verbatim copies of your work. So, bawal nilang baguhin or i-remix kapag nakita nyo itong equal sign sa Creative Commons Media. Next is share alike. Others can distribute your work only under a license identical to the one you have chosen for your work. And the last, non-commercial. Others can copy, distribute, display, or perform or remix your work, but for non-commercial purpose only. So specifically, hindi siya dapat pagkakitaan for non-commercial purpose. So ito yung mga makikita natin sa ilalim ng mga images or media na mada-download natin from Creative Commons. So ayan po yung website ng Creative Commons. So pwede nyo po siyang bisitahin. You can search for images there. Okay? So punta lang kayo sa creativecommons.org. Okay? So yeah, so that is one way of avoiding copyright infringement by using the different medias available in the Creative Commons. Next term. So we're done with copyright. Next term is patent. Now what is patent? Patent is an exclusive right granted to an invention. Pag may invention, merong inventor. Ano ba pag sinabing invention? Meaning, gumawa ka ng isang bagay na makakatulong upang mapadali ang isang trabaho. So, if you really created an invention na technology, for example, you need to apply for a patent. Halimbawa, naka-invento ka ng ballpen na kayang sumagot ng quiz ng tama. Diba? Kahit may sariling pag-iisip, diba? Kailangan mo siyang i-apply agad for patent. Now, bakit? Bakit kailangan siya i-apply for patent? Kasi halimbawa, merong nakakopya or nakagaya ng invention mo at siya yung nauna mag-apply ng patent sa Philippine Intellectual Property Office, IPO. So, doon tayo mag-a-apply ng patent. Wala tayong magagawa, wala na tayong habol kasi naunahan niya tayo na ma-legalize yung invention o ma-i-apply yung patent. Okay? So, ganyan po yung itsura ng form ng patent, right? Okay, so one of the famous, let me give you some names, mga famous inventors natin, di ba? Si Fidel Mundo, kung naalala niyo siya. Siya yung inventor ng incubator na ginagamit na ngayon worldwide. Si Agapito Flores, di ba? The fluorescent lamp. And si Roberto Del Rosario, di ba? The karaoke machine, the sing-along. So, ilan lang yun sa mga sikat na mga na-patent na inventions na ginagamit na ngayon worldwide. So, ano ba yung dahilan bakit kailangan natin magpa-patent? Lalo kung nakagawa ka ng isang technology or ng isang invention na makakatulong talaga sa society. Kasi makukuha mo lahat ng rights doon. Na ikaw ang makakapagbenta, di ba? Right to sell, di ba? Pwede mong kasuhan yung mga pwedeng manggaya or kumabi sa gawa. So, ano yung tawag kapag may nanggaya sa'yo pero napapatent mo na siya? Ang tawag doon ay patent infringement. So, it is the commission of a prohibited act with respect to a patented invention without permission from the patent holder. So, kanina, kapag nalabag yung copyright, ang tawag ay copyright infringement. Kapag naman nalabag ngayon ang patent, okay, nanggaya ka ng invention ng iba or ng ginawa ng ibang technology. So, ang tawag doon ay patent infringement. Okay? Now, we're now sa ating third term, trademark. It's still under intellectual property, okay? Now, pag sinabi natin trademark, it is a specific sign associated with a particular brand of goods or services. Sign, symbol. A trademark can be a signature, pwede siyang signature, a logo, design, name, numerals, labels, etc., which is often represented by this. Kung napapansin niyo to sa mga logo ng mga sigat na restaurant like Jollibee, McDo, di ba, Max's. Pansinin niyo yung naka-superscript. Is it R or TM? So, ano kaya pinagkaiba ng mga yan? The symbol is displayed just after the mark and is in superscript. Kapag letter R ang nakalagay na naka-superscript sa isang logo or sign, ibig sabihin, yun ay registered. Legally registered siya, yung logo nila. Kapag TM, meaning it is unregistered. Okay, so saan tayo mag-a-apply ng trademark? Okay, paano natin mapaparegister? Sa IPO, PHL, or the ipofil.gov.ph, sa Philippine Intellectual Property Right Office. Okay? So, ano pinagkaiba ng registered sa unregistered? Registered meaning, nasa iyo lahat ng right doon sa logo na yon. So, meron ka mga privileges na makukuha doon. Kapag unregistered, may mga possible na pwedeng manggaya sa iyo, di ba? Manggaya ng logo mo. Yung pwede kang magkaroon ng walang habol kapag may gumaya or kumopya ng iyong sign or logo. So let me just check kung familiar kayo sa mga sikat na logo natin. Hindi nga. So type in the comment section, what is the name of the company using this sign, this popular trademark? Let me see. Comment section. Ayan, magandang hapon, Christian Gracilia Ibay. From Santa Maria High School, Remigia Angeles from SRDHS, Pampanga. Magandang hapon din, Jennifer Tampos, watching from Division of Sarangani. Hello, magandang hapon po sa inyo. Tama ka, Zenith Lois Sweets. What about this? Tama ka rin, Jasmine Manalo. This one. Yan. Yung mga mahilig bumili ng rubber shoes. Yan. Tama ka rin, Rans. That is Nike. Yung una nating logo, trademark. Okay. Devs Ibay. Tama ka. That is Adidas. What about this? Yan. Apple na may kagat. Sino kaya? Ano kaya tawag sa trademark na yan? Anong kumpanya ang gumagamit? Yan, tama ka, Danica C. It's Adidas, yung pangalawa natin logo. Okay, so etong pangatlo natin ay it's a trademark of Apple. This. Mga mahilig sa kape. Yan. Apple. Apple logo. Eto. Kung mapapansin nyo, meron siya nakalagay TM. So, yan yung sinasabi ko kanina. Meaning, yung logo ng Starbucks, it is still unregistered trademark. That is Starbucks. Nabanggit ko na pala. And this one is, yan. What is this? Trademark. Sino yung gumagamit niyan? McDonald's. And ang pinakasikat sa mga bata, si Jollibee. Okay? So, yan yung mga sikat na trademark na lalo kapag registered, hindi natin sila pwedeng kopyahin kasi mababound tayo for, may mababiolate tayo. And ang tawag sa violation na yon ay trademark infringement. Now, what is trademark infringement? It is the unauthorized use of a trademark or service mark on or in connection with goods and or services in a manner that is likely to cause confusion, deception, or mistake about the source of the goods or services. Yung exact, halos kamukhang kamukha. Kinopya natin na nakakapanloko na tayo ng ibang tao. So, we are bound to trademark infringement kapag yun ang ginawa natin. Okay? So, we're done with copyright, patent, and trademark. So, let's now proceed with fair use. Now, fair use refers to the copying of the copyrighted material with the purpose of using it for a review, commentary, critique, parody without the need to ask permission from the copyright owner. So, pwede pa rin tayo gumamit ng mga copyrighted work as long as ito ay gagamitin natin for review, commentary, critique, and parody. So, in Tagalog, kung sinabi natin fair use, patas na paggamit. And meron lang mga 4 na gamit para masabi natin siyang fair use. Kailangan, it is only for review, commentary, for critique, or parody. So, for example, nanood ka ng isang movie and gumawa ka ng vlog regarding the movie, yung review, movie review. So, hindi mo na kailangan magpaalam sa producer or sa director na gagawa po ako ng review ng movie na yan and so on. Kasi it is under fair use. It's under review. Okay? So, that is fair use. And this is the logo of fair use. Yan. Ito yung example ng mga disclaimer sa YouTube. And this video is under fair use, copyright disclaimer under section 107. Yan. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All rights and credits go directly to its rightful owners. No copyright infringement intended. So, yan yung example ng fair use. Okay? So, let's now proceed with plagiarism. Okay? Ano nga ba yung tinatawag natin na plagiarism? It is an act or instance of using or closely imitating the language and thoughts of another author without authorization. Directly tayong nag-copy and paste. Ito yung usual na nababiolate ng mga estudyante natin, lalo tayo pag nagkakandak ng research. We directly copy and paste the ideas of other. Okay, so now, ano naman pinagkaiba ng plagiarism and copyright infringement? Okay, baka malito tayo. So pag sinabi natin plagiarism, it is using someone else's work without giving proper credit. Diba? A failure to cite adequately. So paano natin ma-avoid ang plagiarism? We always need to cite the source. Okay? Dapat lagi natin sinasite, dapat lagi tayo meron tinatawag na citations. Lalo kung yan ay research. Now, ano naman yung copyright infringement? It is using someone else's creative work, which can include song, video, movie clips, piece of visual arts, photo, etc., without authorization or compensation, if compensation is appropriate. Directly ka nanguha ng gawa ng iba. Okay? Now we're done with the legal terms in media and information. We discussed a while ago the intellectual property, and under the intellectual property we have copyright, trademark, patent, and fair use. We have discussed also the Creative Commons, copyright infringement, patent infringement, trademark infringement, and plagiarism. Now let's proceed with the ethical. Okay, the do's and don'ts in using the internet or the media and information. Ano nga ba pag sinabi nating netiquette? Okay? When we say netiquette, meaning it refers to the use of good manners in online communication. Simply the do's and don'ts, mga dapat at hindi dapat gawin online. It's a combination of two words, network and etiquette. Network referring to the internet itself, and etiquette meaning the proper behavior. How do we behave online? Okay? So these are some of the rules of netiquette. Let's start with rule number 1. Remember the human. Okay? Remember na ang kausap natin online ay tao din at hindi robot. So, dapat natin pag-isipan lahat ng sasabihin natin sa kausap natin through chat, video call, and so on and so forth. Meron din silang feelings. Okay? So, remember the human. That is rule number 1. Rule number 2. Know where you are in cyberspace. Dapat alamin muna natin yung website bago tayo gumawa ng account dito. Kasi baka mabiktima tayo ng tinatawag na phishing at makuha ang ating mga personal information. Baka mamaya, pagpasok mo sa isang website, na-expose mo na yung sarili mo, di ba? Nakuha na yung mga importante mong information. Okay? Next, rule number 3. Online life reflects real life. It only means na yung batas na sinusunod natin sa totoong buhay ay batas din na dapat natin sundin while we are using the internet. Bawal magnakaw sa totoong buhay kasi makukulong tayo. Bawal din natin yung gawin online, lalo yung mga scammer, di ba? Yung mga kumukuha ng mga GCash account yan. Pwede din tayong makulong kasi meron tayong tinatawag na cybercrime law of 2002. If proven na talaga na-commit natin yung ganong crime, pwede tayong makulong. Okay? So that is rule number 3. Rule number 4. Respect time and bandwidth. Lahat tayo may sarili-sariling timetable. So we have to respect each other's timetable. So hindi porket hindi siya nag-reply sa message mo, sa chat mo, hindi ka na agad niya pinapansin or galit siya sa'yo. We have to consider so many things, di ba? Baka mamaya meron siyang ginagawa. Baka mamaya talagang low bat ang kanyang cellphone. Baka mamaya inutusan siya ng nanay niya, bumili siya sa tindahan. Or baka mabagal ang kanyang internet, and so on and so forth. Or baka hindi meaningful yung message mo, kaya hindi ka na-replyan. So we have to respect time and bandwidth. That is rule number 4. Now, rule number 5. Make yourself look good online. You're correct, Sir Jasper Pagkaliwagan. Think before you click. How do you make yourself look good online? It's not just by wearing appropriate dress, di ba? It's also the manner of your posting. Paano ka nagpo-post ng status mo? Paano ka nagko-comment? Ano yung mga sinishare mo na mga thoughts or messages online, di ba? It reflects who you are. Huwag tayo gumawa ng dalawang identity. Kasi kung sino tayo sa totoong buhay, dapat yun din tayo online. Okay? So, make yourself look good online. Pero ang number one dapat natin gawin, lalo kung tayo isang professional estudyante, we have to wear appropriate clothes, di ba? Upload pictures wearing decent clothes. Huwag masyadong expose ang ating skin, lalo sa mga girls, para hindi rin tayo nababastos. Okay? Rule number 6, share expert knowledge. Share experiences, create summaries. Okay? Share expert knowledge. Halimbawa, merong mga forums nagtatanong paano ba talaga masarap magluto ng adobo. You can share your expert, lalo kung magaling ka talaga magluto ng adobo. Share your recipe and so on and so forth. Diba? Sharing is caring nga, di ba? Sabi sa kasabihan. Okay? Rule number 7. Check your opinions and emotions. Huwag tayong papadala sa galit or sa mga flaming. Sa flaming ng ibang tao. Ano ibig sabihin ng flaming? Yung mga nag-trigger sa atin para magalit tayo and so on. Diba? Hinga muna tayo. Pag-isipan natin mabuti bago tayo mag-reply or mag-message sa isang tao. Huwag tayo agad-agad magagalit. Okay? Kasi baka lalong lumala. Ito lagi na tatandaan, walang away na natatapos online. Kung papansinin nyo, umuulit-ulit lang yan. Okay? So, dapat, as much as possible, kung meron tayong problem sa isang tao, we have to approach him or her personally. Or we can privately message him or her. Kasi kapag nag-post tayo, di ba? Sumaka yung mga kaibigan mo. So, walang natatapos na away. Okay? Rule number 8. Respect others' privacy. Okay? So, lahat tayo merong privacy. So, we have to respect it. Okay? Then, rule number 9. Don't abuse your power. So, ano yung power natin? Power of freedom of expression, di ba? Isang click lang, pwede tayo mag-share ng ideas natin. So, tulad nga na sinabi ko kanina, pag-isipang mabuti bago mag-post. And last, rule number 10, forgive mistakes. Be kind. We are all newbies once, but turn to wonder. Halimbawa, naka-encounter ka ng maling spelling ng kaklase mo, pinost niya, dapat mo ba siyang pahiyain sa post niya? Nag-post siya ng happiness, single P, mali ang spelling. So instead na pahiyain natin siya or mag-comment tayo sa status, sis, mali spelling, blah, blah. We have to message her right away, di ba, as a friend, mali yata yung spelling mo, kindly remove the post, ito ang tama. So that is the proper way of approaching a mistake done online, lalo kung kakilala mo yung nakapag-commit ng gano'n. Ganong klase ng mistake, lalo pag spelling lang naman. Okay? So those are the 10 rules of Netiquette. So sabi nga, ito lagi natin, think before you click. So that is the ethical use of media and information. Now, let's proceed sa tinatawag nating social issues or societal issues in media and information. So I have here 3. We have cyberbullying, cyber addiction, and digital divide. Let's start with cyberbullying. So cyberbullying is bullying that takes place using electronic technology. Diba? Kapag sinabing bullying, it's the use of force, coercion, hurtful teasing, or threat to abuse, aggressively dominate, or intimidate. Okay? Wag tayo mambubully online. Okay? Next is computer addiction. It is the excessive use of computers to the extent that it interferes with the daily life. So, paano nga ba natin nasasabi na addict ka na sa isang bagay? Kapag hindi ka na nabubuhay ng wala yun. Pag para ka nagtatantrum, para ka nagiging bata kapag hindi mo hawak yung cellphone mo, Pag di ka nakapag-check ng Facebook, para ka mababaliw. Ayan, that is already an addiction. Parang nalululong ka na. Excessive, sobra, di ba? Lahat nga ng sobra, nakasasama. So, dapat manage natin mabuti yung paggamit natin ng digital devices. Kasi it might lead to addiction. And last is digital divide. Digital divide is an economic inequality between groups in terms of access to, use of, or knowledge of ICT. Digital divide. So ano yung nagde-divide sa mga tao when it comes to the use of ICT? Eh, sino ba yung may kakayanan at walang kakayanang gumamit ng ICT or Information and Communication Technology? Ano yung mga reasons? First reason might be poverty, di ba? Hindi lahat ng may hirap ay may kakayanan na bumili ng mga gadgets. Diba? Walang silang access sa digital technology, unlike the rich ones. Another reason for digital divide is yung older and younger generations. The age gap. Diba? Yung younger generations are more exposed, the millennials and Gen Z, they are more exposed to digital media. Kaya, unlike the older ones. So, in that way, nagkakaroon ng tinatawag na digital divide. Okay? So, those are the three societal issues in media and information. Now, if you are holding your module, ang ating ADM module, okay, for learning task number 1, you're going to create a script or a storyline for a 30-second to 1-minute campaign ad to combat the following suggested issues. So, pili lang kayo ng isang issue dito, digital divide, addiction, cyberbullying, or topic of your choice. So, do this in your notebook, okay? And for your learning task number 2, you will create an infographics that aims to raise awareness on how and when to apply knowledge in the following topics. Okay, so gagawa tayo ng infographics para sa ating learning task number 2 about intellectual property, copyright, fair use, guidelines. Create one infographic for every topic. Okay. So this is an example of an infographics. So dito pinakita yung pagkakaiba at gamit ng copyright, Creative Commons, fair use. Okay. Now to wrap up our discussion, we discussed about the legal terms in media information. We have discussed the intellectual property, the copyright, patent, trademark, fair use, and the plagiarism. And pag sinabi namang ethical, we discussed a while ago about the Netiquette, okay, the network etiquette, and the societal issues, cyberbullying, cyber addiction, and digital divide. Now that ends up my discussion today about our week 6. Okay, let me leave you with this quotation by Bill Gates. Sabi nga, the internet is becoming the town square for the global village of tomorrow. So, di ba? Kung yung internet ay magiging isang bansa, it will be the largest country in the world. And ang tawag sa mga citizen doon ay mga netizens with various nationalities and cultures. So as netizen, we have to be responsible netizen. Okay, para hindi tayo makapag-commit ng mga violations, hindi tayo makalabag ng mga rules and regulations. Okay, with that, thank you so much for listening and I hope to see you again sa Monday para sa ating week 7 para sa quarter 3. If you have comments and suggestions, you may email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph. So, subaybayan po natin ang mga sumusunod na ETUlay tutorial, ALS LS1, General Chemistry 2, and tomorrow we have Mapping Tuesday and Tuesday. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you again on Monday.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa English. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!